sheer destruction in Gaza as Israel has continued to bomb the coastal enclave. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has called for an inclusive process towards a lasting peace in the Middle East.
President Ramaphosa calls for the immediate cessation of violence and the exercise of restraint. It is vital that all those who require urgent humanitarian assistance are provided with the basic life-supporting necessities and that human suffering is ameliorated.
There are growing calls for the international community to push for humanitarian corridors in Gaza.
Remains, under siege. There would have been a report that I would have seen earlier today of relief workers of UNRWA, the United Nations Relief Worker Agency in Gaza. I think 11 or 17 of them that would have perished. In this round of escalation. Movement seems to be limited. There's no movement in and out of Gaza. The Rafah crossing with Egypt would have been taken out, reports suggest, twice. And so people have absolutely nowhere to go. And what is desperately needed, I would want to suggest, is humanitarian corridors.
Israel authorities have warned that they'll continue with their operations to weaken Hamas.
As of now, and unfortunately these numbers are rising, we have 1,200 people that were murdered. Most of them, vast majority of them, are civilians. They were killed in their houses, or there was a party that took place, a peace party actually, not far from this area, and 260 young people were killed during this party.
Palestinians say the world must not turn a blind eye on their predicament.
Since the beginning of the Israeli aggression against the Palestinian people, more than 1,200 Palestinians have been killed, 5,000 has been injured, 60% of them are women and children. Because of the mass destruction that has been done by the Israeli aircrafts, unfortunately, more than 300,000 Palestinians have been displaced from their homes since 5 days, and they are taking UNRWA schools as shelters. In a genocidal announcement, yesterday, the Minister of Defense of Israel announced that there will be no food, no electricity supplies, no water supplies allowed to Gaza, and this makes it even the humanitarian situation is even worse and worse.
Meanwhile, Israeli troops, tanks and vehicles have been deployed and on standby at the country's border with Lebanon, a day after Israeli shelling hit southern Lebanese towns in response to a fresh rocket attack by Iran-backed Hezbollah. Kumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.